Okay, listing show, Tuesday. Hey, Swamp Picker, you're on the road, driving around. I should do try listening to stuff on the road too. I need something good to listen to when I'm driving. I've been looking for a new podcast for reselling. One that clicks with me, and I have yet to find one. So I was listening to Scavenger guys there, but they're gone. And there's another one, but the Economics 101 pissed me off one too many times, so I just stopped listening to that one. Anyway, so no show tomorrow, mostly because I don't have enough stuff prepped for tomorrow, and I'm going to be really busy between now and tomorrow, and I don't want to rush around and not do it properly. So, so like always, this show is going to be about doing 500 roasts. So far in March, I've done 78 items with a total gross of 3,710. Net's about half of that. And according to my goals, I should be at 4,500 today at the end of the show. So we got to catch up, and not having a show tomorrow isn't going to help, but hey, that's the way it is. So like always, first thing I do is just show my eBay store. Because I try to show as much as I can. Yesterday, I had a really good sale. Much higher, obviously, than normal. That was a copper pot. I won't come across those very often. Hopefully that shipping all goes well. Knock on wood. Boom, boom. So to start the show, I'm going to list this kind of like clock. Now there's a label on the back. I kind of ripped half of it off. It was just nothing to do with the thing itself. I would call this mid-century modern. It feels like a kit. Like my wife said, "Oh, I think that's a kit," and it's like, yeah, I think actually you're right. So I don't have any idea how old it is, but it does take a large D battery, and the writing looks kind of old on the back. It clicks, but it doesn't advance, and it does give you a tip to kind of like rotate it to try and get it to advance, but that didn't work. So I'm just going to, instead of holding on to it and staring at it, I'm just going to list it for parts or as is. Finding it has not been successful. My favorite thing, but we'll just try here. So this is a Cosmo. It's from Japan. Cosmo Japan flip clock. So for people who don't know, flip clocks in general are a bolo. Often they do have issues, damage, whatnot. So none of these clocks look like it. So who knows? I'm going to check Cherry Peak. Let's use one of these to start it off. No. So who knows? Maybe the parts are like from one of the clocks or something. Yeah, that's a good question. So I'm just going to get closer at the front end of one of these guys. No, doesn't look like that at all. Sometimes when you pick up stuff, you're just going to have to accept you're never going to figure out what it is. It's either donate this now, is what I try to do, or get it out there. So, parts. Get rid of all of this. Parts. Kit made. Possibly. Kit made. It's too modern. I'll put more explanation of that in the description. Let's do for parts. Okay. no idea of age, but might be from a kit. Battery runs clock, but doesn't flip numbers. Selling for parts. Enough. It's a little heavy, so I'm actually going to keep the weight a little higher. And we're going to have to edit all these options. Fine. Clock radio. It's not digital. Here. Who cares about this stuff? Clear. Oops. Clear. It's good. No, it's not electrical. It's battery. Oh, I should put that in. No model. Clear. Is it good enough? Yeah. So for the value of this, it's going to be difficult. Because it is unique. But I'm just going to start with 49. I don't think it's going to go for that, but I've been wrong before. Just to get it done. This is the sort of thing I don't mind accidentally putting it too high and having it sit around, then putting it too low and having it go quick. And if it goes quick, it's okay. I paid too much. I paid $13 for this. Okay, so next, picked up these figures. I already did one lot of these. These are WWE figures. This guy rattles. Should probably mention that. They were $1 each. And they're over a couple different years. So let's see here. WWE 2012 figure wrestling. And I can say lot. Hey Tommy, listening to learn the golden rules of lazy while driving. You're driving as well. Wow, this driving and listening has become a trend. So if anyone else is joining, like I said, I'm not doing a show tomorrow because too lazy to set up enough listings for tomorrow's show, and instead of running around with my head cut off, it's not going to do a show tomorrow. You ask for your money back, as much as you want. So these kind of, at first I was going to list these as two separate lots, and then when I thought about it, it went, well, in my new philosophy of like trying to get my lot value up, I'm actually going to put them together, if it means slightly less money per figure. And we'll put down the names. Let's see, CM Punk, Ryback, Show. There's two big shows. So. Oh, and the box of the day is C11. fairly good. One rattles. Uh, 13 today was okay. Not the best. Oh, I want to find something fun. It doesn't even have to be super valuable as long as it's fun. Like so many tapes and games you already have and stuff like that you can do. This will hopefully go into the later shipping. Good. Analyst. So that's 40. If you find any Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, he died the other day, wrestler. Oh, I don't know my wrestlers. I don't even know the wrestlers from the 80s, and even then, kind of so and so. Okay, so next, I'm going to do a big PC game, Dungeon Keeper. This is actually one that I bought years and years ago to play. I think this one had value when I checked it. So instead of just having it sit around on my shelf for another year, it can sit around someone else's shelf. So that pod I sold for $630 American. It's not. I wouldn't call it a bolo though, because it's kind of like not something you're probably going to come across very often. It was a copper pot. I think it was from the late 1940s, early 50s. Fox. And it was one of those things you just recognize as like something really different. Also, you could see on the side of the pot the way it was welded, which is kind of, I know, vague. It looked like something I taught myself to look out for. I think for this one, we're going to ask 39. So I'm just going to put that in before I forget. So I don't know about anyone else, but I have a bunch of things that I do for testing. And what I find really useful, I've lost it, so it's not that useful. You have to believe me. Is a box full of all these different cords, a mobile CD player, or DVD player and stuff like that, just for testing, and you keep it all together, and it makes your life so much easier. You can put the box somewhere funny. Now I think it's complete. Take a look at someone else's pictures. I just did this today, so okay, I'm not going to say complete, but it has the game and everything. It's just technically it might not have like the cards and all the BS. They really were nice. So my sales have definitely gone up in the last couple of weeks. Maybe from listing again, or who knows. I think as we're getting closer and closer to spring, I think things will speed up. All I know is when I was driving around today, it was very busy for no real reason. Like not at the thrift stores necessarily, just people getting around doing stuff, because Ottawa kind of clears up. What was that? Can't even remember what I asked. 40? started in the early 90s, 92. Yeah, I was never a big wrestling fan. Okay, we're going to do some color pencils. Now, the interesting one about this is it has actually a little Commodore advertisement over it. And these are Laurentian pencils, and they sell for more than you might think. Hopefully that's true after I will say that. Hey, Sherry. Photos and lists. Excellent. Thank you. Any bag ripping today? Yes. Yes, we ripped one. It was checked to see if it was bone or it was resin for these little figures. They were resin. So if we had bought it, or hey, I bought it, it'd been a waste of my time. Oh, I did rip open this bag. So this is silverware, and this is marked 800. So it is silver. It's just a lower quality of silver, and it's like super light. So it's probably not a ton of value, but it was worth ripping open the bag to check that out. Now I'm going to check this one with my acids just to make sure someday. But for now, it's going to sit there. Yeah, I bought it though. I didn't just like rip it and leave it. Well, the other thing we ripped and left. That one doesn't count. Okay. Pencils. Laurentian 24. And we're going to use the spelling for Americans. You guys have screwed everything up. This might even be mine. That's mine. This is probably also mine. Nope. Someone else. These ones are used. So, are mine used? Can't remember. Come on. Yeah, they're used. Americans. Here we go. So I ironically use an American listing, but I'm actually going to use my own title because I got the highest price because I rock. I have a few of these. I'll do them if I have to, but I don't want to do just pencils all the time. It, right? No, that would not be the right one. Did I not take pictures? Did I take pictures of the same one twice? That'd be something I would do. No, there it is. Woo. And how much did I get last time? Got 39. I'm actually going to put Commodore in to see if there's any ones. Yeah, I'm going to ask 44 just to see. Still lots of life left. Where to pack from use. Did I erase it? Let's see. Good. And 45. Done. I find sometimes it's also good to not put the same sort of item in the same bin. It creates less of a chance of sending off the wrong one. Okay, good. So next we're going to do McDonald's toys. These are Pokemon McDonald's toys. Are they? Should just check. Actually, they're not. So I'm going to put those aside for now. We'll do these instead. So I picked up these guys today. Chisels. I've sold chisels before. I think these ones were okay value. They were an early pickup of the day. It's always a little dangerous, the first thing you want to pick up. And they are footprint. Now, there's some really good, valuable chisels out there. I don't know the brand names. I've yet to research them. You also should check to see how worn they're out. Look how valuable these are. So, one thing that's often tricked me is they look the same until you look real close. These are not the same. Those are much higher quality. Mine are a lower end. The reason I'm saying that is because see the end there, like this bit here. When I was looking at the other ones, they looked a lot nicer. Like a lot. Like if you look at these, well, for one thing, they look new. But see, this looks like the connection is a lot better. These are more like mine, I would say. Or these. Sit down a bit. What about these ones? Yeah, this is okay. Still not quite the same. They don't feel old to me. Oh, here, this is them. They're even from Canada. So I'm gonna ask. I'm just gonna ask $29.99. Let's see how that goes. I paid $5, I think. So earlier saying I have no show tomorrow. I don't have enough stuff to prep to do a show, and I don't have enough time. I gotta ship out a bunch of stuff. So I'll be skipping this Wednesday. Oh, yeah. And mine are exactly the same as these guys. Okay, so I'll have to write something out here. Use condition. Say still good. A lot more use. I'm not an expert. Not that, but I'm not. Lots of life left. How about that one? I'm actually gonna say I believe. Chemist. Ooh. I bet you the specs are wrong. The reason I didn't do the Canadian listing is I didn't want to get dragged off to the .ca, which happens. I'm trying to get all my stuff slowly off .ca, except for some of the notes. Just gonna check the specs. 120, 150, 205. Oh. All good. I went to Savers this morning and found nothing. I will be going back later. Yeah, I don't usually go back to the same store twice in one day, but here in Ottawa, it really depends. Like different stores seem to be restocking. So, but I just hit most of the stores here in Ottawa, and then I just hit them all again tomorrow. And I could be spending a lot of time thrifting and not enough listing, so it's not the best. So after doing this, full time, I finally understand the term of like not enough hours in the day. It's definitely true. Going tomorrow. Going tomorrow. I never go back. Yeah. Like I said, some people I know do hit it twice, and some people stay at the same store all day. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm so bored. I could never do that. But. Okay, so this one might be a challenge. So this is a brick phone. It does come with the charger and the instruction manual. No antenna. I tried charging it briefly. No powering up, which is no shocker considering how old it is. I have sold a different one before. For the brick phones, the model really matters in terms of value. I don't know what people are using them for. I think some people it's legitimate collecting. I think sometimes it is props. The one I had before had a bad antenna as well, so I'm hoping the antenna won't be that big of a deal. IDing these things can be a challenge, like I said. So we're going to start very vague. I find it's best to look at the front layout, and those change quite a bit, so that might help ID this one. There is a model number, but it's like a super long model number that doesn't really make any sense. Motorola phone. Look at that one. We're going to do recent just because it'll be more realistic for finding the same one. And hopefully we'll find it. So see here, this one here is the red buttons at the top, and mine don't. So that's just kind of a quick. This is what worked last time, at least. This one's kind of close, so I'm going to look closer. Even the voice thing can be this. Yeah, it looks like it. Like, how do they get the model number out of that? You know what? This might be the same one. No, the colors are different on the inside. Yeah, they're different. I can spend a lot of time on this because I might want to spend a bit more time IDing it and I think about it. I literally took the pictures just before the show. Yeah, I'm going to hold on to this one. We could be talking about hundreds of dollars difference between the models, or even $1,000 difference. So instead, I'm going to do this Neverwinter Nights PC. I have things to do. I can't sit there all day. Plus, the guy whose stock goes home at 4 p.m. Yeah, usually they're done by 4 p.m. here too. Yeah, I have other things to like. Even if I didn't have other things to do, I'm not going to sit there. But you know, some people do it are quite successful, but they're very specialized too. You think would be worse because then you're like waiting all day just for something you're specialized in. I don't know. It works for them though. Let's try very good. I used to love this game when I was a kid. I'm pretty sure we never had the original one though. Can't be USA. This is it. Doesn't get a ton, eh? We'll go for 19. This is also for my personal collection. Does this count as media, I wonder? Media mail? Manual and map. It's actually the small box. It doesn't help. Looking for a date, but I don't see one. So get rid of this. Okay. Show the year. Remove the UPC. Add UPC. The one nice thing about putting in the UPC codes is it can fix all that stuff. Fix 462. Hopefully it fixed all that. If it did, that's awesome. If you could just put in the UPC code and puts in all the specs for you. Okay. Not a ton of money, but nothing go. list. But nothing off my shelves. Okay. Let's see. Okay, this one's kind of funny. Sony video cleaning tape. I don't think these were ever sealed. It came out of off the baggie wall. There were some other tapes in there I was more keen on, and they weren't good. So there's $14.99 sounds good to me. I'm trying something corny. I bought a one of those digital picture frames, and I'm a very visual person, and I like finding bolos, but I kind of need to be constantly reminded to see what they look like. So I'm thinking, and I have a bunch of pictures of bolos. I'm thinking of putting them on that automatic slideshow and just having it here and having it just continually go. As corny as that is, that it might actually work for me. I'm gonna try it anyways. It was only $9 and it was a brand new, so I figured why not. You see so many of those digital picture frames at the thrift stores. People are always donating them. But this one supposedly is new. Where are you? Video clean. What am I looking for? Must be down here. Go slow. There it is. It's in between all the pencils. Well, $15. I sold a Mont Blanc pen the other day too that I'd done on one of the listing shows. I think this week or last week. Probably last. Actually, would have been last week. That was another nice find in the on the baggie wall. Okay. So next, I just sold a Bible. Oh, yeah. Picked these up late last Friday. 3 of these microscope slides. They're amazingly heavy. There was 3 in the bag, and the bag was $2.99. And so I thought I'd look them up. And they were worth getting. I'm gonna have to measure. Oh wait, no. Something different, at least. Fisher Microsoft. Oh. This is them. I have all 3 in a lot, so. Oh, it's $24.99 plus shipping. that's good. The weight's going to be up on this. It's over, just for 3 of them, it's over 1 kilogram. But it wasn't a lot of work. Okay. Let's go back, do another one of my PC games. Big Box, Alpha Centauri. This was a great game. But I'm not nostalgia. I don't need to hold on to the boxes. I was very addicted to Civilization growing up. It was pure crack to me. Crap. Oh, that's what people were asking is very different. What they got. I came across that. That person got good money. Oh, Zen Crude and Crossfire. I don't like Crossfire. That's what I got. Came across one of those things like you have to be careful and not just take what someone's asking as gospel. Like I found a mug and someone was asking like, which is one of those face mugs from Mexico. It's like kind of an artsy thing, and they were asking over $100 for it, and it's like, it's on Etsy or something. And I finally did find this like, yeah, this thing's worth like at most $15. So I just left it behind. But you can get stung if you're not careful. We're just looking at what people want. And that annoys me sometimes is when people value things and they just go with they stop at what people are asking. It's like, no. I'm much more interested in what people actually got. What's with all this crap? But we're all melting up here in Ottawa, Ontario, which is really nice. Just getting a bit. Gives me hope. $35. Yeah. And done. I don't know if anyone else often buys off auctions. I'm trying to get a little better at checking them. They had here in Ottawa, they had a bunch of gray skulls, Castle Gray skulls, and stuff like that, but they didn't even open them up, so you can see if there's stuff missing, and like just the shells aren't really worth that much. So they bid 25 or 30 for each one, and didn't get them. But I know the parts can be worth good money. It's just I didn't really feel like driving an hour there, hour back, and finding out they're just shells. Come on, open them up. Okay, next. This is a lens. This was on a camera. The camera is doing funky things, so I'm selling the lens without it. I guess to show the lens. This is like I find all the time there's filters on the front. I think people just do that to protect the lens when there's no lens cap. Let's see. Not a hugely valuable one, but I'll probably just dump that camera. I will not donate it. I picked up a 35mm camera today, and I think it's broken. So instead of having it go through like all the other resellers as we all pick them up in like Valley Village doesn't care. I'm very happy to sell you broken stuff, which you cannot return right now. I'll just pitch it. So that is not this. It's close though. I think that's an outlier. Is this it? Just want to get as close as I can. The mounts make a big difference too. Or I should say they can make a difference. It's just not quite the same. Yeah. Hey, Larry. Putting a filter in front of your expensive lens is a cheaper insurance. Yeah. The patriarchy doesn't know what a mistake it is. Exactly. 100%. So what I'm curious about, and I don't know if anyone has the answer, because I actually don't know, is this one doesn't have it. See the little and like that little thing like right here? The circle with a dash through it. Is that the mount? Is that the size of the mount? These are all 49, so mine's 55. That's what's screaming up. That's it. This is it. $39.99. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's try again. Filter size. Okay. Maybe that's what it means. It looks going on. Yeah. Okay, we got one just for camera lenses. No problem. No sketches. Mildew. All right. What did I say? $39.99, I think. Yeah, it's good enough for me. actually do that. Yep. That's 40. Since I didn't put a high value here, I'm just going to keep going. Because it'll be like nothing. Okay. I do not know why I can focus so well when there's a show. I can sit in my office for 3 hours and get 3 undone. Well, that's actually one of the reasons I'm doing the shows, because I found the same thing. When other people do their live shows, I can get a lot done. I don't know. It just feels easier to be productive when other people are doing stuff, especially with Matt's show. So it doesn't even really matter to me, like, for example, how many viewers I get, because I kind of like to give back just in the same way if I find it useful, and at this time there's not a lot of people doing it. Why does everyone have a month except white people? They get gay month, homosexual month, black month, women's month, Allah Akbar month, and Chinese month. Questions. So many questions. I don't have the answers to these things. So I've listed 11 items today, 3 pre-show for $87, 8 during the show for $5.55. Wow. $400 lamp. That's a nice lamp. Hypnotic. Yeah, that's one word to put it. So, okay, I'm gonna do your 8. So since you've actually listed, I'm gonna do the banner now. Bloop. Even if Dawn's not here, I gave her one for the last show because she put something in right at the last second. It was over. Jerry. Oh, I forget how many items you said now. 8. He said 8. At 50, and I'm at 10. And let's see. 60, 100, 135, or 130. So I'm at 335. Okay, it's annoying. I just got a return request. Yay! I had a teacup break too. I asked. It was a cheap teacup. It was $20. But the box looked fine, so I don't know how it broke. I looked like a great listener, but it is only show related. So good. Okay, so what do I want to do now? This one, oh, let's do this. I've had this forever. Surflink Media. It's something to do with hearing aids. Boop. Thank you, Reborn. Let's see. Surflink. We got it. This is number 2. This is definitely used. little more than I thought, actually. I got the box. I'll keep the shipping one. I'm actually going to put this on the shelf because I don't think it's going to fit that box. Tested and powers on. That is the only testing I could do. Now, I'm actually going to sell her, so for your turns, it doesn't work. That one's 100. Okay. Oh. We do. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm not quite sure if this is worth listing by itself. Actually, I just remember this is very difficult to find. So we're going to do another thing of pencils. This is just a 20 pack. Actually, my wife helps me with these. She likes sorting the pencils out. Okay. Orange. This is 20. No examples. Is this mine? Yes, it is mine. No, it is not. Is this mine? Oh, they're asking a lot. Let's check Terapeak. This will be the last thing for the show anyways. Like I said, for anyone still watching, no show tomorrow. I'll be back on Monday. Okay, I'm going to ask 39. But again, I'm going to use one of my listings. Listings active. Barely less than the other one. Okay, let's go 34.99 then. So, okay, USA 20. Get rid of this. Pack and USA. That's important. And check. Actually, there's a UPC code on this, so I'll just change that. Where'd it go? Zero 66741 022220. If anyone likes this, Two Dogs Digs does the same thing on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, where they also show listing, and they also show it from the screen so you can see what they're doing. And they talk about their thought pattern as well, which I find very useful. Okay, so let's list it. So it's 35. And I'm going to fix the other one, because I think the other one's Canadian. I think I said it was American. Yeah, it's definitely Canadian. Give me my rights, or give me the throne of England so I can get my rights. Yep. I can see that. Hey, Retro. Appreciate it, Carl. Glad I didn't wait till tomorrow to list. Yeah. I want to do it like every 3 days, but like I just can tell I just won't have time to, and it's going to be all crap or really short. So it's better, I think, to just not have the show and spend that extra day and do some of the other stuff I want to do. Are they paying you to plug them everywhere you go, Carl? You know what? They plug me a lot. Every show they plug me. So I'm more than happy to plug the Two Dogs Digs guys, because I actually like their show. If I didn't like the show, I wouldn't mention it. Okay, so I'm just going to do the final banner. And I got 2 more done there. And it was 135, so 470. Almost made it this show. Save and show. Perfect. So during this show, I did a total of 12 items for 470 gross. Net is usually about half of that. Something just got returned. At least the Walkman doesn't work. Damn Walkmans. I'll see how much it was, and I might just give them the money back, or I'll get them to return it. I'll have to look. Dawn did 1 for $40, even though she wasn't here, and Cherry did 8 for $5.50. Very good. I never see them anywhere other than Sky's channel. Well, I see them on their channel, so they're on tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Time if you want to watch. Dogs is plural. Yeah, there's two guys in Toronto, and they they sell on eBay and they do all that stuff too. Yep. Thanks, Reborn. You take care. So anyways, thank you everyone for watching. Take care. I hope your thrifting is way better than mine. I hope your sales are doing well, and take care. Okay, bye.